Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I go by Londoncookss, and today we're going to be making some brown stew lamb. Our seasons that we're going to be using some garlic powder, adobo all-purpose seasoning with a black pepper, Maggi all-purpose seasoning. We do have some black pepper, sazon, Dale's liquid steak seasoning, mushroom dark soy sauce, regular soy sauce. We'd also have some pimento seeds, which will be grounded, a fresh seasoned blend, and we'd also have 3 cloves of garlic, ginger, and cilantro, which I'm going to be throwing into my blender, and we're going to marinate our lamb with this. Alright, so here we have our lamb, which has been washed with vinegar and water, and it has been cleaned. And this is about 2.5 pounds of lamb, you guys. Right, so we're going to go in with our garlic powder. We're using 2 tablespoons of each seasoning. I'm now going to go in with some black pepper, my adobo all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to go in with that Maggi all-purpose seasoning, my sazon, I'm now going to go in with my regular soy sauce, right, and I'm now going to go in with that fresh seasoning blend. You guys, you can feel free to use your green seasoning or whatever seasoning blend you have. Mine is just onions, green onions, thyme, garlic, olive oil, scotch bonnet pepper, and bell peppers, which I did put in my food processor. I'm now going to go in with that ginger, garlic, and cilantro blend, and I'm only using 1 tablespoon. It did come out to be about 3 tablespoons, and I'm going to set the remainder aside. You'll see what we do with it. I'm now going to go in with my dark soy sauce and also that Dale's liquid steak seasoning. This can also be used to marinate beef, chicken. It doesn't necessarily have to be only used on steak. Right, so I'm giving that a nice rub, and I'm going to set that aside for about 2 hours just to let it marinate. Alright, you guys, and our meat is now ready for the pot, which I'm going to be preparing in my pressure cooker. I did add some olive oil to my pot and about 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, which I'm going to let melt. And once it starts bubbling up, you guys, then it's time to pour in that meat. Alright, so I'm going to allow my meat to brown for about 10 minutes. We do want it to get a nice brown color. We did not season it with browning, so we're going to let it brown for about 10 minutes just to get a nice, pretty brown color. Alright, and now we're going to prepare our pressure cooker. Basically what I'm about to do right now, you guys, I'm going to season my pot just to get my meat ready to go under pressure. Right. So I did pour some water in there, just enough to cover the meat. I'm going to go in with my grounded pimento seasoning. And I'm doing this over a medium flame, you guys. I'm going in with the rest of that ginger garlic blend. And I'm also going to go in with about 3 tablespoons of my fresh seasoned blend. You guys feel free to cut up your own onions, peppers, or your seasoning. My fresh seasoned blend saves me from having to do all that extra work, and it also prevents waste for me. All right, just giving that a stir just to ensure that everything is incorporated. I'm now going to go in with some salt, just enough to ensure that you can taste the meat, and also about a tablespoon of dark brown sugar. Alright you guys, so we're going to check the tenderness of our meat, and this lamb did not take very long at all. Surprisingly, in 30 minutes it was done. Okay, so I'm not going to put my lid back on. What I'm going to do right now is to season my pot again. I'm going back in with 3 tablespoons of fresh seasoned blend. I'm also going in with about a tablespoon of black pepper and about a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. I'm also going to add some gourmet sweet and savory sauce, and that is by Mr. Yoshida's, and this sauce is bomb. And I'm using about 2 tablespoons of that, and about a tablespoon of regular soy sauce. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir. And at this point, we're just going to leave our pot to simmer. So I'm just adding Scotch bonnet pepper to the pot. I am not piercing that pepper, it's just for flavoring. I did also add about 1.5 carrots to the pot. Right, and at this point in time, we're just gonna allow our carrots to cook, and once those carrots are nice and tender, then our lamb should be ready. But before, we're going to add some water, because most importantly, the very important part of a brown stew is the ketchup. Alright, so we're just adding a little bit more water to the pot, and we're going to go in with about 1/2 cup of ketchup and some more grounded pimento. And I added a little extra pimento, you guys, because, well, the first one, they just look alike, Okay, so at this point in time, we're just going to give that a stir, and again, once the carrots are ready, then our lamb should be ready. Alright, so everything looks done and ready, and so we're going to go ahead and do a tenderness check of the meat. Look at that. Follow out the bone. Alright. Alright, so our lamb is ready.